Hello from Plumbing Central. You know how infrastructure just happens when it happens. So I'm looking out the window here and the fellow is just finishing up, but there may be, some people coming in and adding their energy to what we're doing. So um, life on planet Earth. So I wanted to share with you again the purpose of our loops and scoops we've been doing for 2 years now with each other is to fill up our reservoirs with attention and to affirm again that attention and how we use our attention is the greatest gift that we can give to ourselves and to others, and that we can move from fear to love through presence. And for me, the giving and receiving of attention is one of the most effective, quickest, easiest ways to both create circulation, create that sense of, energy is flowing, but also to connect more deeply with ourselves and with others. So I'd like you to just notice kind of what your energy baseline is this morning, just how you are. And one of the best ways to do that is to give curious attention to yourself. And that in itself is a wonderful way to fill up your reservoir, because we usually are giving our attention out. What have I got to do today? What did I do today? And so give some attention in and see between 0 and 10. 10 would be, whoa, I'm keeping everything afloat with my energy alone. And 0 would be like, yeah, pick me up off the floor. So just notice, where are you today? And how would you know that? One of the things I notice is if I give myself curious attention, that already is changing the dynamic. So the power of our attention raises energy. And you can just test that out for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Test it out for yourself. And let yourself notice, create a is one of our most common tools, creates curiosity, shifts you into that deliciousness in your own body. I was actually, the other day, I was starting to teach a new course, and one of the participants was genuinely flummoxed about, she said she understood the content, but she didn't understand the physical stuff. What did that have to do with anything? Like making different physical movements. What did that have to do with anything? And I thought, oh, my verse was, oh, okay. So that whole question of what does my physicality have to do with anything? So when you give attention to your physical self, you actually are awakening your energetic, your emotional, your spaciousness, your relational self. So notice where in your body would like some attention. And it can be a little kind of yoo-hoo. If you start getting curious, your body doesn't have to yell at you. I have found that my body first gives me like, yoo-hoo, hello, kinds of signals. Yeah, like a little tap, like, hello. And then things get louder. So see if you would be willing to get the message from your body before it has to yell at you. So notice any place in your body, like I'm noticing right at the top of my shoulder blades, it's feeling a little gritchy. And so I'm giving some attention there. And as I do that, I can notice that my body wants to respond to that by creating more space. So attention is going to give a signal that you're interested, that you're curious, and then your body starts speaking back to you. So notice how your body is speaking to you this morning. And I notice as I'm giving attention, it almost feels as if I've got less energy But then I realize it's my body going, oh, shoo, at last you're giving some attention to me. So notice if the response of your body is a, ah, thank you. Or if there's some complaint in there, like, it's about time you gave me some attention. And because I can feel a little bit of both in my body. And so just give a moment to give attention and let your body respond. And I'm noticing too that my body then wants to make some sounds like, ah. Ooh, that was nice. I started feeling some tingling in my fingers. And so it can be a kind of a waking up, there can be a kind of a soothing. So the kind of attention that your body wants really responds to the quality of your attention. And then I'd like you who are on the call, like you to give some attention to somebody that you see in one of these wonderful Zoom windows. Or you might even just see somebody's name and go, oh, I'd like to give them some attention. Like I'm noticing Berna's name here, and I want to give her some attention. So I'm going to take that same and I'm going to send it out. And you can send it out and let it swirl around. You can send it out and kind of let it go. Mwah. You can send it out like an arm around. You can send it out like a yoo-hoo, I'm here, hello, I see you. And then letting yourself come back to you. And I'm noticing that even just that giving attention out and then bringing attention back to me is already refreshing. I can feel some more spaciousness. I feel a little bit more kind of emerging energy. So the alternating of attention is something that we forget to do because we can get all involved in what's going on over here and kind of sink into that. What's more likely is we're going to get really drawn into what's going on out there and forget to come back. And so let yourself now feel into just the rhythm of how your body wants to be shifting attention today. Because for me, sometimes it's like a wonk and it really lands over there, and then a blonk over here. And sometimes it's a whoosh, 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 whoosh. So notice the rhythm that wants to happen between shifting your attention. And I sometimes like to use my hands because I want to give all of my attention out and then I want to bring all of my attention back. And sometimes I can kind of get a little tossing going. It's a little juggling going where I'm giving some attention out and I'm giving some attention in. So there are all of these variations, but I find the really enlivening thing is the shift. And so let's play with some verbs. Like I was just thinking of boing, which isn't exactly a verb, but it's the sound of the verb moving. So kind of a boing. I get a little kind of trampoline movement, excuse me, of letting it boing and just enjoying that. And then letting it boing over here. And let yourself notice a verb that you really like. Like my current favorite verb is savoring. How can I send, excuse me, how can I send my attention out? This is a little bit of post-COVID phlegm, which I'm going to just, hello. Notice the kind of attention that is most enjoyable to you right now. And so for me, savoring. So how can I savor with my attention? And And how can I savor what's going on out here with my attention? And then taking that, how can I even let myself savor the movement of my attention? And then I want to try on a little bit more lively verb. That was kind of the boing for me. That was a lively verb. So I'm going to feel into what's another lively verb. I'm getting skipping. So I'm thinking of skipping stones across the water. So how can I let the boing, 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 and then land? Skipping, skipping, and then land. And I'm feeling wanting to take that into some love scoops. So much going on right now that I'm wanting to create even more bigger love scoops, reaching out and realizing that around me is all this attention and love that I can gather in and give to myself. And I also want to invite you to play with some different postures because we're usually sitting. But what if you did love scoops standing? You could also do love scoops lying down. You could bring it all in and let it kind of land on you like a big waterfall. But I want you to play with bringing in attention, bringing in love, and then feeling, where in you would you like to splash that? Where would you like to hug yourself with it? Make sure that you're contacting yourself in a way that feels yummy to you. I was just thinking about the yummy and honey and sweetie. The E on the end is a kind of a So for me, the love scoops are a way of softening attention and giving myself attention and just letting that land. And I'm thinking too about letting scoops come up and then letting it pour over me. Scooping up from the big reservoir and letting it pour over me. And what I notice is that my breath deepens, expands out. I feel this sense of kind of floating. I'm getting a kind of a surfboard floating on the essence ocean kind of a feeling. So, what if you could be not only in the essence ocean, but you could be sitting on your own personal love board, surfboard, boogie board, and letting that carry you on the various rhythms and comings and goings and the waves that are coming and going. And see if there's a sound that wants to get added to all that. I'm finding that the has a little bit of a bass note for me. It's kind of a So find if there's any with your love scoops and alternating, shifting your attention, if there's any sound that wants to come with that. And there's one more thing. I'd like you to notice what kind of attention would you most like right now? And I'd like you to just scoop it up and give it to you because between all of us, we have all of the kinds of attention that are available. So let yourself just like it's like ordering from the part of the menu that most people don't get to see, where you get different sides at the bottom, like the special corn, or the special spinach, the special attention that you would like right now, like what's coming to me is soothing. Well, just go ahead and scoop it up and give it to you. Hmm. And then I'd like you to take a moment and notice your energy in your body. Notice the spaciousness that you feel. Like I'm feeling more flow, feeling more ease, more spaciousness. So often change can happen so quickly we don't register it. So I kind of like to do a before and after sometimes so that we go, oh, yeah, I did that. And I did that. You did that by letting yourself use the gift of your attention, of both giving and receiving it. And so that's what I wish for you for this week and going forward. And thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing yourself. So lovely to see your faces and to connect. And I look forward to doing that next time. Mwah.
Mwah.
Bye for now.